What's up, guys, and welcome to Learn to Play episode number 2. Today we're going to be talking about the stages of learning. There's 3 main stages, but before I go into it, I want to first talk about why it's important to know about the stages of learning. Why are we even talking about this? This is to kind of organize our thoughts and make sure that we're trying to get better at almost like a calculated way. When we have no foundation like a book or a syllabus, we tend to wander a lot and not really use our time that well. And in competition, the use of your time in getting better is all that really matters, right? You have 40 hours, I have 40 hours. Well, I want to make sure my 40 hours are a lot more efficient than yours. This is how we get better, faster, and this, I think, is a good way to know where we are and how we can really identify and get better at whatever it is. So the first stage is going to be the information gathering stage. This is the phase where we basically list out all the things that we want to get better at, and we put ourselves honestly on a spectrum. You have to really be honest with yourself and say, you know, I'm not really good at macro. I would say I'm a 3 out of 10, right? And you try to get better at that. You need to see where you stand and all the things, everything, basically where you can get better. And you can look to see other people through replays, through videos, through pro plays, all these different things, even regular games. You can see, oh, well, my opponent is dropping a lot better than me. My opponent has better crisis management. All these things, just list them out. It's important that we tackle these one by one. I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say I want to be a pro gamer, right? I want to be a pro gamer. A lot of people are just jumping into games. Let's say you want to be pro calculus now. Would you read the whole book and then try to do calculus? That seems ridiculous. That's why we go chapter by chapter and we work on one thing, make sure that's 100%, and then we move on and we build it up in increments, right? It's a building block and it's no different for everything else. So you want to select one thing or really 3 things max. The mind can't take too much. It just overloads and you are not able to think about those too efficiently. So I would say choose one thing and then go from there. A quick aside, I want to talk about the whole broken game imbalance thing and how that affects you in this stage. So when you have that mentality of, oh man, this is so broken, this is so imbalanced, you get so frustrated. And when you get frustrated, you tend to not want to learn. Why would you want to learn when this needs to be fixed? God, how can I keep going if this isn't going to work right? Well, that's going to stagnate you incredibly. And I want to really stress that, one, it's probably not that broken because most games are 50-50 and the developers make sure it's 50-50. And number 2, so what? It is what it is. Just go with it and keep trying to learn, keep trying to get better, because eventually, if you have the good mindset, you're going to be able to surpass whatever imbalance you may think there exists. The second stage is going to be the training and planning stage. This is where we say, how do we accomplish whatever it is we got from the first stage? So for me, let's say I'm playing soccer. I want to kick a ball straight and really fast. Are you going to go into a game and do that and hope you get the balls, hope someone passes to you, and then get the perfect situation where you're in front of the net and you can kick the ball really fast and really straight? Probably not. That doesn't sound like a great use of time. For me, personally, I like to isolate myself and say, get away, everybody. I'm going to just play by myself. I'm going to go to a field and keep kicking the ball. Other people aren't like that. They need someone else because it just gets too tedious, or they need a coach to help them all the way through. You need to identify how you learn best and really isolate that and try to constantly do that over and over and over again, which brings us to stage 3, which is when we truly understand whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. This is being second nature. So in video games, it's, I want to split, I can do it, my hands know what to do, I don't even have to think about it. A lot of people aren't like that, but it's so essential to be able to just get that to be second nature, and then everything falls into place and you repeat the cycle. It's a cyclical thing. You repeat the cycle, you go to the next thing or the next couple things, and you really target those and you do the same things over and over.